Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel. Kaizer Chiefs gets knocked out of the Carling Cup. Well deserved to Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch came with a game plan, and their game plan worked. Their game plan was very simple. They put their weakest team in the first half. Their weakest team in the first half. Then they brought their strongest team in the second half to basically put enough pressure for two Chiefs to not get any late goals. So in terms of that, I think Stellenbosch played the better game, and I think Stellenbosch knew that if they go to penalties, they're going to win. Big controversy. Ntwari not wanting to go out, and chances are there's a question mark that had Ntwari gone out as a goalkeeper, would Chiefs have won? Another big one is the Kaizer Chiefs technical team fumble again. They go and put a striker who has not played for Kaizer Chiefs this whole season to come and take a penalty, and he misses. But before we get into that, please like, comment, and subscribe. But let's get to this game. This game is very simple. Chiefs, Stellenbosch was no threat at all. Stellenbosch was not going to score against Chiefs today. That is as simple as that. I don't know how else to explain that, but Stellenbosch was not going to score against Chiefs today. But Chiefs, at the same time, can Chiefs score goals? And I think that's what Steve Barker went into this game knowing, that they don't feel that they can maybe win this game, but at the same time, they don't believe Chiefs can score against them. And so their planning was really, really much about that. Kaizer Chiefs, on the other hand, we had so many chances. Stellenbosch even got a red card, 10 men down, and still Stellenbosch wins the game. I have to be honest, Chiefs is playing well but not winning. So I think if you look at this result, it will go down as a draw from Stellenbosch and Kaizer Chiefs. And I think the technical team we have been with now has drawn I don't know how many games now in a row. The only game they won is Kabuskop, but they've basically been losing and drawing. Ever since Nabi has left, these guys only beat Kabuskop. And Kabuskop was a weak team, but they only beat that team. Apart from that, they have not been beating any team. So the technical team, do I think they can change anything at this point? No. We got a top quality striker in Kaizer Mayo. They failed to integrate him into the team. He keeps bumping into his players. He keeps entering the spaces of his players. He's not really combining well with his players. When he gets the ball by himself, it seems like he can do something. But when we talk about his teammates, he's not integrated with his teammates. Lilepo wasted so many chances in this game. But that's the Lilepo we know. Lilepo is not a sure thing. One day he will score, the next day he won't score. And it's even now this season, it's difficult to even say one day he'll score. The question is, when is Lilepo going to score? We were unlucky in this game in certain aspects, but I think this is what happens when you don't take your luck. When I say you don't take your luck, in the past, 3 games, Serino got a penalty, he missed. Lilepo got a penalty, he missed. And when they missed those penalties, today, Cele was kicked in the box and the ref didn't call that penalty. So that's what you get. It means that don't miss the penalties that the ref gives you wrongly, because there's going to be days when the ref doesn't blow for penalties that you deserve. So put the ones that, even though you don't deserve them, put them in the back of the net, because eventually something is going to happen. And that is us today. First half was very bad to watch. Ngobo was struggling in the game. They brought Cele in the game. Cele had a better game, I'll say, when he came on in the second half. Better than the previous games he's had. Tetwa had a solid game. Solomon's had a good game. Cross had a good game. Quinikas, Miguel had a shaky game. Big problem, I always say every day, is that our technical team makes the same blunders each and every week, and which is why I don't believe they should be coaching Chiefs. They make predictable substitutions, very predictable. You take out Mdu Shabalala, you keep Modi. Modi fails the whole game to do anything. The whole game. Modi fails the whole entire game to produce anything on the field. Ask yourself a question, then why is it so simple for them to keep subbing the one guy who is doing more than Modi, but then they leave Modi? And I've said this before in other spaces and my other videos. At this point, why do people keep wishing Cirino is better than what he is? The Cirino that we have right now is not good for Chiefs. People just like what he has done in the past. But right now, this Cirino that we have now is not good for Kaizer Chiefs. He slows down our plays. He delays the pass that needs to happen. He looks like he's doing something, but generally he's not doing the right things. The last minute he gets he goes around the defense. All he has to do is find a Chiefs player. He shoots at the keeper. There's things like that I tend to ask myself, like Cirino shooting at a keeper from a tight angle. Like, sometimes you need to ask yourself why our technical team and why fans keep praising a player who is not deserving of continuously playing. Another thing that I'm glad we're in a FIFA break, because Lebohang Maboa needs to come in, because one thing I learned from today's game is that Unqobo is good when he's playing a team that is sitting back, and that was Cabo Scope and Amazulu, the games he played. But the moment he plays a team that presses up front, he loses a lot of balls, and then they take him out of the game, which is why I think Lebohang Maboa is probably the perfect person to play alongside Umtetwa, especially if it's a team that is not sitting, that is pressing us up high. And that was Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch presses up high, so it's not really a good game for Unqobo. Another thing is, we can say what we want about Mayo. Mayo is just he's not here. I don't know. It's the sad reality about Mayo, and I'm saying this knowing that he could turn around and have a good season, is that what he's showing now is the reason why his team in Algeria, wherever it is, chose to not select him for the squad. Because I think they knew Guti, they can't guarantee goals from him. They can't guarantee goals from him. And the other thing is, when he's not being a striker, he struggles to offer you a lot of other things in the field. So it's either you play for Mayo, or if you're not playing for Mayo, Mayo will find it difficult to play for you. And I blame them on the technical team, because I don't think he knows what his role is at this moment. He's just trying what he can try. It's weird that we come to this game and we don't have Duba. It's weird we come to this game, we don't have Da Silva, but we have Mato and Morris on the bench, and we expect to win this game. We got knocked out in the last 16, meaning that now the only cup that Chiefs can win is the Nedbank Cup, because we can already see that the league is disappearing every game we play. So at this point, I feel like the technical team has failed. I know CAF Confederation is there, but honestly, we need a big change and we need a new coach. These guys, I don't believe, are there. They're making technical blunders. They're not stamping their foot on the games. Chiefs is not scoring. It's not a good thing for our technical team to be. Yes, they did well to stabilize how we play the midfield, etc. We are doing well in terms of that, but the ball is not hitting the back of the net. Another thing I'm going to talk about, my final point on this game, is this. I don't know how many seasons it's been, but every season, Kaizer Chiefs fans complain about not having a striker coach, and that a big team like Kaizer Chiefs cannot not have a technical team that does not have a striker coach. This season and last season was Abu Nabi. Kaizer Chiefs management went and signed Nabi, all his technical team members, even to the point of signing Nabi two assistant coaches. But in all of this signing, they don't add a striker coach, because none of these coaches are striker coaches. And that is always our biggest problem. Last season, we saw it. It was our biggest problem. We couldn't score goals. The season before that, every season, we are crying for the same problem. This season, we've only scored more than 2 goals in one game out of all the games we've played this season. And people keep saying, hey, sign a top quality striker. Chiefs management has failed to really beef up the top quality, even though we haven't seen what Ighodaro can do yet. So we still have to see what Ighodaro can do. But I just wish we had a striker coach for the other strikers we have, because we have 7 strikers, and all of them, except for, let's say, we haven't seen Ighodaro, but Mayo, same story, has been struggling. All of these guys just don't have the ruthlessness in front of Paul. Duba, Da Silva, Mayo, all of these guys just aren't ruthless. Hlongwane, and they've been getting chances. That's the unfortunate part. They've been getting chances, but they've been failing. But anyway, that's it, Amakhosi.